Hello, lovely humans, and welcome back to my personal lifestyle channel here on the tube of you. In this week's video, I gotta talk about it. I gotta talk about how much consignment stores are changing my life, okay? And I've always shopped there, but it's been a minute since I've gone to any of these locations. And for those of you who don't know, a consignment store is where someone brings in their clothing to sell to the shop, and then the shop sells it either on their behalf or purchases it from them and then goes around and then turns around and sells it. And if you've been around this channel for like longer than a minute, I've probably mentioned the term thrifting at least 87 times. Like, I'm not quite sure, but that's probably the right amount, probably the right number. And I love thrifting. I do. It does take a lot to thrift clothing, though. Like, it takes a lot of effort and a lot of time. And I can't tell you the amount of times that I've come home with this great item that I've thrifted only to notice that it has a rip or a tear or something's wrong with it. Mostly that's probably my own fault. We'll chalk that up to human error. But when you shop at a consignment store, you are getting something that has been carefully looked over by an employee at the store. They're not going to purchase it if it has a giant hole or a giant stain, unless it's like a really, really fancy brand and like people will look around that because they're, paying a lot of money for the name of it. But this last week, I happened to go to 2 consignment stores, and I'm not okay. I'm just not, okay? I'm not well. I scored a lot, and we need to talk about it, okay? So today's video is going to be I'm gonna call it a thrift haul in the title because the word consignment's more confusing, but we're gonna have a haul and try on. So without further ado, let's just jump right on into it.
Darling, you send me, I know you send me.
So the 2 stores that I went to were Buffalo Exchange in Costa Mesa, California, and Urban Exchange in Temecula, California. I think it's technically Temecula. It could be Murrieta. So I grew up down the road from Buffalo Exchange. Well, down the road like 20, 30 minutes away. So it was always my go-to spot when I was looking for quality items, but I didn't have the money for it. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of the only locations that I will buy used pants. A very weird way of putting that. I don't thrift jeans. Thrifting jeans is far too difficult because I don't have time to go through each and every pair of pants to see if they're going to fit or not. But when you go to a location like Buffalo Exchange, they have them organized by size. So I could just go to my section and camp out and keep pulling pants until my arms are full and I can carry no more. And that is exactly what I did at Buffalo Exchange last week. So, oh my gosh, there's so much. And I've already worn a few of these things, so they're a little wrinkly, but I couldn't wait. It's like I was gonna wait to wear the clothes until after I made this video. That's ridiculous. So if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen a few of these in my outfit of the days, but we're just gonna show you anyways, and that's fine. Pair of pants number 1. They are a high-waisted flare with this beautiful blue and white ticking. It is a denim material. It is by a brand called Etica, and they are the Nina high-rise flare. They have a raw edge at the bottom of the flare, which just I can't wait for it to get just a little bit more distressed and a little bit more just grungy on the bottom. But I love the juxtaposition of this super classic blue and white ticking pattern and then the raw edge of the hem. I also love that being 5'9", I rarely find pants that I can wear heels with. Like, I was so happy when the skinny jean fad hit the scenes because then for me it was like, cool, it's now socially acceptable for my ankles to show. Whereas most of my childhood, I just suffered through pants that were too short because my legs were always growing. So to find a pair of pants like this that not only fit my waist well and are high rise, which is something I'm totally into recently, but are long enough that I can rock some heels with them, it means a lot to my soul. It does. I just love it. I love it so very much. These I got with the tags on them still, like original store tags on them. And they were $20 at Buffalo Exchange. Maybe $20.50. I'm not quite sure. I think it was $20.50. I looked them up online. And I couldn't find this exact pair, okay? I couldn't find the exact pair. But y'all, their jeans sell for $155 to $165. And I got them for $20. That's what I get my skinny jeans from H&M for. This is insane. I also threw on a band tee that I found at Buffalo Exchange as well, which I'll show you next. And I really liked the combination of everything together. I could also see myself tucking in a large slouchy white sweater to this. So you have the nice form-fitting bottoms and the loose top. So I have that one point of femininity, but then can wear a baggier shirt on top, and I love that juxtaposition. So the shirt that I got, that I had paired it with, was this. It's a Panic at the Disco shirt. I specifically went on the lookout for band t-shirts when I was going to these consignment stores, and you're gonna see like I did some things. I did some things, but we'll get there in a minute. I love Panic at the Disco. In fact, the song "Hey Look Ma, I Made It," that's my jam. Like, that is one of my favorite songs, and it means so much to me because my best friend Rebecca and we had gone to just outside Seattle for a wedding, and we're in the rental car, and the song comes on, and I just start blasting it because this couple had found me from my main YouTube channel and hired me and flew me to Washington to plan their wedding. And I was like, I've made it. So Panic at the Disco, when I think of them, not only do I think of like flashbacks to high school, which we may or may not need to remember, but I also think about that one song, and it just gets me so excited. I know I have so much growth to do, and I know my company has so far to go, but to know that like I made it. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. And so it's more than a band t-shirt for me. It's a vibe, okay? So I did wear this both with those ticking striped jeans and with another pair of pants that I got. So I just think that a nice classic monochromatic band tee is a great way to add a bit of edge to your outfit, but still be comfortable, because who doesn't want that? The next thing I got was a pair of pants from Buffalo Exchange, and it is going to be really hard to see on camera, but they are, again, high-waisted because it's a theme, okay? It's a theme in my life right now. Like a velvet texture black pant, and they are, again, long enough that I can wear heels with them, which is so nice. These are by Seven for All Mankind. And Seven's jeans were like the holy grail for me in my late teens, early 20s, because again, they were long enough that I could wear heels with them. So when I saw these on the rack, I snapped them up so quick that I'm pretty sure like I almost elbowed the person next to me, but I was like, mine. Oh, these make me so happy. I could wear these on wedding days. I could wear these to mixers like I did earlier this week. This is another thing that I paired the Panic at the Disco shirt with, and I also tossed on a leather jacket. So that way I still looked professional, but I could express my personality in a unique way by picking something that is a traditional color but a unique texture. And I'm pretty sure those were $20 as well, and they still had the original tags on them. I didn't look up the original cost, but they're brand new pants. They've never been worn. Sevens for $20. Next up, yet another pair of pants, because consignment stores are the best place to find pants. These. Was I going for a theme here with the striped pants? Unintentionally, I guess. These are a pair of Zara jeans, and they have the perfect amount of like rippedness to the legs, which I do enjoy from time to time. Like I said, I love throwing a little bit of funky into outfits. I love it when you take something that's normal and you add something unanticipated to it. So to take a classic pair of, I'd say these are more like mid-rise jeans, and to make them black and white striped, and then toss some holes in them, and then to go with a raw hem again. I wore these yesterday, and I got so many compliments. And like, that's not always the reason why you wear a cute outfit. Sometimes you just wear it because you want to feel good about yourself. But so like 4 or 5 people told me they loved my outfit yesterday. And I was like, can I hug you? Is that okay? Is that allowed? And then of course it was followed up by, I just got them for $20 at a consignment store, to like everyone who asked. I'm sure if my husband had been with me, he would have been mortified. These are easily paired again with a band tee or with a classic white or black shirt. Heck, you could probably even do a gray one with this as well. They are more of a statement pant, so although I will be wearing them probably pretty frequently because I love throwing in statement articles, this is definitely not a wardrobe staple. It's a splurge. The last 2 things I got from Buffalo Exchange I'm actually currently wearing. It's this top, you can't tell, but it is a cropped top with a lace up detail in the front, and it does have these really cute like peasant type bell sleeves with some elastic about 3/4 of the way down, so I can adjust them up or pull them on down as needed. I have been embracing a little bit more of the crop top vibe recently, so even though I'm a mom of 3, I think, why not? If I like it and it makes me feel good, I'm gonna wear it. As long as I don't feel like I'm showing too much, I'm gonna go with it. And then the jeans that I have on are a high-waisted, again, we're not surprised, flared, again, not surprised, dark denim jean. And of course, I'll probably be showing you some sort of clip of them right now. I was drawn to these because they hit everything for me. They were high-waisted, they were dark, simple jeans, which is a nice contrast from the other jeans that I had picked up. There's also no belt loops on these jeans, which I actually kind of like because it gives such a sleek, simple look. There's no front pockets, nothing. Which again, have the original tags on them. Like I'm sure there was some girl that owned all of these pants and sold all of them to Buffalo Exchange, and I just ran in and just grabbed them all and cried happy tears. Happy tears. These also happen to have an unfinished edge, and that was not an intentional choice. It just, again, perhaps it was the same girl that got rid of all of these, but one man's trash is another man's reason to cry happy tears. The next store that I went to was the Urban Exchange in Temecula, Murrieta area, and this is where I went a little band shirt crazy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you the shirts in relatively rapid succession and just say that I got them because they were band shirts. For the most part, I do listen to these bands. There's one band that I've never heard of before, which makes me think of Dude with a Sign. He has a post that says, stop wearing band t-shirts of bands you don't listen to. And you know what? He's right. But I liked the color. I'm not kidding you when I say I got a lot of band t-shirts. First one, Rolling Stones. Can't go wrong with it. Classic colors, off-white, black, and red. Great. Next one, John Mayer t-shirt. It's slightly oversized. It's extremely comfortable. And this is the shirt that I wore with the striped pants the other day that I got all the compliments on. So like, dig in the vintage vibe of this, even though it's not actually a vintage artist. I don't care. I actually do listen to John Mayer from time to time because, his tone is delicious. Next one up is not a band tee, but it felt like a band tee because it's just like a simple little logo shirt. This one's a little bit shorter. It does say Joshua Tree, California, and it's got some sort of desert flower on it, I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm a plant person. I like wedding flowers, but I don't know anything else. Okay. I'm not a botanicologist, okay? Got this one because it was super soft. It is a little bit more cropped. I wore this the other day at the Union podcast, the podcast that I have with Heather. At our mixer, I wore it with a pencil skirt, a high-waisted pencil skirt, and some super, super cute heels. And you guys, I just felt like the best version of myself because I had the professional skirt on with a super cozy t-shirt on top, layered on a couple pieces of long gold necklaces, and I felt great. Next, Blink-182. In hindsight, this is probably a scary shirt to wear around my children, so maybe I'll just wear it on days, that they're not as much around, or on Dia de los Muertos, because that's the vibe that this is giving me. And it's a Blink-182 shirt. I don't listen to Blink-182 as much anymore, but they're always a solid throwback. This one's definitely oversized, so I'd probably pair it with very, very skinny jeans instead of something flowy because I'd want to have that juxtaposition of the loose with the tight piece. Next, not a band shirt, Star Trek shirt. Look at this. This reminds me of propaganda ads, like old school propaganda ads, which may or may not be a good thing, but I liked the color blocking. And I'm definitely a Star Wars girl, but I couldn't pass this up because it was just too cool. And then here's the band that I have no idea who they are. I just don't. Jefferson Airplane. I'm sorry, I don't know you. But the shirt is kind of tie-dyed. Like there's like splashes of blue, either that or someone was really bad at doing their laundry. This is a Lucky Brand shirt. Oh, that's cool. It is a size large, so just like the Blink-182 shirt, I would most likely be wearing it with a little bit more of a form-fitting pant. Okay. Got the band tees out of the way. We're getting close to the end. Hang in there with me. Hang in there, okay? We're so close. We're so close, but I can't not share this with you, okay? Next up, I got this beautiful 3/4 length, probably even more like t-shirt length cardigan from Moth. Oh, they're from Anthropologie. I can't afford Anthropologie. Just looking for like anything similar. Okay, I can't find anything similar to what this is, but if they sold it at Anthropologie originally, then we all know that it probably cost a lot. It has this beautiful like Chinese blossom flower detail, and the buttons are actually covered in that same fabric as well. For this personally, I would probably, if I'm feeling gutsy, I would wear it without a shirt underneath. I'm not very blessed in the chest region, so I don't really need to worry about anything that's too plunging, but I also like to make sure that I'm still dressed appropriately. I probably would end up wearing this with skinny jeans, maybe my black ripped skinny jeans from, I think I got them from Old Navy, because I like that this is sweet and soft and feels feminine and businesslike, and then to pair it with like totally jagged ripped up jeans, here's that word again, juxtaposition, just, it's numbing, okay? It's numbing. Okay, this next one's super wrinkly, okay? Like really, 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 really wrinkly, but that's because it's 100% silk, okay? I got this gorgeous button up, like a creamy off-white color with a sheer back to it. This is by All Saints. Y'all, I can't even breathe in the direction of anything tagged All Saints without being charged $50. Their clothing is so cool. It's the kind of cool that I aspire to be. I love All Saints. Like one day I will own an All Saints leather jacket and I will be buried in it. One, because after buying it, I won't be able to afford any other sort of burial clothing. And two, because I'm never going to want to take it off. So to be able to find anything with that name on it, and in fact, they had probably like 7 items in the All Saints section, and I wanted to buy all of them, but they weren't all my size. So that felt like a little too much. This was $18. And I can either dress this up and wear this to a work function, or I can dress it down with skinny jeans. I love a classic button up. And of course, because it does have that sheer back, I would probably wear some sort of under tank to it, but it moves well. It just, it's nummy. These next 2 items made me feel like Mikkel. If you guys are not following Mikkel, you totally need to. I found Madewell. I've never owned Madewell. I've never found Madewell in a thrift store, and they had a little Madewell section at Urban Exchange. And the first one would be this knit crossback. Wait, am I holding it right? Yes, I am. This knit crossback top. It is definitely more of a nicer material. While it probably translates as like a workout shirt on screen, it's definitely not. I picked this up because, again, I was thinking the vibe of like high-waisted pants and or pencil skirt. This could be dressed up with a skirt or dressed down with jeans and some sort of oversized jacket. It'll be great for business functions. I like that it has a thicker strap to it because I don't like wearing spaghetti straps at like work stuff. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I feel like just a thicker strap looks so good. This is neutral enough that I could pair it with gosh darn near anything, but also feels a little bit more bougie because it has a nice texture to it. It wouldn't be a Jamie Wolfer video if the word texture didn't slip out somewhere. And then the other Madewell piece that I got is this off the shoulder, almost like a linen textured sweet little number with ties right here to pull in and really cinch. It is a crop style shirt. It's not full length, but again, with high-waisted pants, it should be long enough to cover so there's no tummy peeking out. I love the little cap sleeve effect and how that looks. I also think that showing off a collarbone is, or just like the décolletage, I think it's called. It's a great way to be spicy without showing anything. You know what I mean? Am I a big fan of off-the-shoulder shirts? Yes, I am. It's just great. And now I can be like Mikkel and say I found Madewell while thrifting, because Marietta is not full of the Madewell in the thrift stores like it is up in LA. So thank you guys so much for joining me today for my little consignment thrift haul. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe to this channel if you want to stick around and keep a eye out, because I think that'd be super fun. And if you want to see anything I've thrifted and or purchased before I can like get it onto YouTube, definitely give me a follow on Instagram over at the Jamie Wolfer. And I try to do outfit of the days as often as I can. I just love them. So that's all we have for today, folks. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.